Hey, this is John with For the Love of Gear Reviews, and today we are going to take a quick look at the Granite Gear Blaze 60. Yeah, ultra lightweight backpacking pack. I picked this pack up because I needed to get a lighter pack. My other one was about 7 pounds, but I wanted something that was going to be ultra light that I could actually carry big load in. And so while this is 3 pounds and wouldn't classify as ultralight, it can carry a load of up to 50 pounds, which is great because I'm always bringing camera gear and all sorts of that stuff out into the field with me. I've taken it on a couple of test hikes so far and I'm pretty happy with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features. Alright, so one of the things I really like a lot about this pack are all of the different points of adjusting and all the different compression straps. So across the main pack here, you've got 3 compression straps that go over this stretchy mesh fabric. And then you have actually more on the side here. There's 1, 2, and then there's a third one down here, which you can choose to run either on the outside of the large bottle pocket, like that, or you can run it through the inside. And I'll typically carry my tripod in this pocket, and I will run the compression through the inside so I can secure the tripod, and that's nice. And then you've got a toggle here to tighten that down. And these pockets, you can see on the other side, are they're pretty darn large. So I've got 32-ounce bottle and then a 40-ounce insulated bottle in there, and yeah, those fit really nicely. So you can definitely carry all of your water on the outside in these pockets, or put a tent in there if you need. I like that. I've thought about carrying my tent in here. I don't think I'm going to. On the bottom, it's reinforced with more durable aerobic fabric, twin ice axe loops. There's no clip here to attach a sleeping pad. That's fine. One neat thing is that there is a hidden zipper. So you can access the main body of the pack from that, and you don't have to go in from the top of the pack, which I think that's a nice feature. I know a lot of ultralight packs, they ditch everything like that, and all you have is just the big roll top. The brain easily detaches. There are 4 loops, so you can kind of tie down whatever you want. Maybe a solar panel on that would be nice. And then the inside, pretty voluminous, but yeah, no frills. There's actually not even a key clip in the brain, which I'm a little surprised about, but we'll take a closer look at that. And then the brain, you can wear this actually as a chest harness by clipping it onto 2 of the buckles on the front, or you can always take the hip belt off and actually use this as a fanny pack, where you basically just clip the buckles like that across the fanny pack. All right. Let's take a closer look at the back of this pack to look at they call it their air current construction. Now I have noticed that the back panel and the hip belt, they don't breathe super well. They're nicely padded, but they definitely lack breathability. That's okay. The back itself does a little bit better than the hip belts. I find the hip belt a little bit sweaty. The back panel is really neat, and it's adjustable, so you get it in a range of torso sizes. So I got the regular, which I believe is like 18 through 21 inches. And basically, there are just little buckles in here that you can slot in and dial in the fit, which is really nice. This has been really comfortable so far in my test hikes. I do not recommend going with a pack that is, you know, one size fits all. They just never fit all that great. So the hip belt utilizes their refit system, which this is actually a very nice feature. So there's just some Velcro on the inside that you can break off. Well, you don't break it off, you break the seal. Comes in and out really nice. And then you can adjust, and there's a huge range of adjustability here. So this is pretty nice. So I'm a 32-inch waist. I set it so that we're right there at 32. And then you simply, I say simply, but with a loaded pack, it's harder. So I'd recommend doing this when your pack isn't loaded. But yeah, it's just as simple as that. It's pretty quick and easy. So let's take a look at what all I've got in here. First, let's get a good look at this closure mechanism, which is actually pretty nifty. So it's got a really tall collar. Will keep out rain and snow. Now, most packs that I've seen, they close just like this with the one strap across it. This one, however, actually has two straps. So you get that one vertically across, and then you have a second one just like that. So it creates this nice cross pattern to hold whatever you're putting in there really securely. I think I'm actually I'll usually have a whole separate kind of semi-hard case that I have all my camera stuff in. So I have a gimbal, a GoPro, a little cage for my smartphone, and then a bunch of audio equipment. I'll keep it right on top there so that I have easy access to it when I decide that, you know, hey, I want to stop and shoot some video. Then all I have to do is just unclip it, unclip the brain. Now I've got access to it right here. So, all right, let's see what we've got in here. Ultralight Mountain Gear Ultimate 4 outer tent. Arc'teryx hard shell. I'm actually semi-packed up for a trip I'm leaving for in 2 weeks. Got the inner nest to that Ultralight tent. Down puffy. Sleeping pad. MSR pocket rocket. And a Patagonia 20-degree down sleeping bag. And with all that in here, I'm very, very happy with the amount of room that I have left in this pack. I never bring a whole lot of clothing with me. But food and camera gear always takes up a lot of room. And these tents, even though they are very, very light, they are rather bulky. And I'm thinking about how I want to pack them. I might just pack one on the outside. Been putting a tripod in this pocket, but maybe I can move the tripod to the front. Yeah. So the front stretch mesh pocket, it's voluminous, but it's not super stretchy. I've got some hard shell pants in there right now. See if I can maybe fit my jacket in there too. There we go. So you can see, I mean, it's pretty voluminous. It stretches to expand and accommodate a lot. I mean, these are 2 Gore-Tex Pro layers in there. So, I mean, that's pretty bulky. Let's have a look at the inside, and you can see how much space we are working with now. All right. So, here's this big collar, fully extended. And I still got plenty of room in there. I've just got to fit some food and my clothing. And I've got plenty of space left in there. Before we forget, let's take a look at the hip belt pockets. They made these extremely large and fit an iPhone 12 Pro Max in there. And you can also fit, something the size of a battery bank. And so both pockets are the same size. You can fit all sorts of goodies in there. Alright guys, well that has been my overview of the Granite Gear Blaze 60. I will do a more in-depth review of it after this backpacking trip in 2 weeks. So until then, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and yeah, check it out when I update the review.